Hello. How we all doing? I can't see chat yet. Computer is being very slow. I was in the middle of like booting it all up and getting it onto the right sources and stuff. And then the cats were like, "Need food, Mum!" And I'm like, yes. So I still can't see the chat, please. I can see it on the computer, I just can't see it. No, I can see it on the... Anyway, I can't see it. Behave, you lot. Hang on, it's thinking about it. I'm excited though because, yeah, like I said, the cats were like, "Need food, Mum," which includes Black Cat. I will tell you all about him in a minute once I can actually see the chat place. And he's buggered off, but he did have a little bit of a nibble. Okay. Better than nothing. Chat please. Come on, computer. You can do it, I believe in you. Actually, before I start, sip the beverage. Beverage sip acquired. Still thinking about it, still spinning beach balls of death. Everything is dying. Oh no. And, just to top it off, I've got an Amazon delivery coming sometime today and I still haven't heard any more about it. So if I take a random break and run away, that's why. Oh, come on, computer, please. Like, sometime today? Like, actually? Hey, there we go. And now dark mode's kicked in, so I'm no longer blind. Fantastic. Connecting to chat. Hey! It's chat! I see chat. And there's the stream. Hey! Hey, look, I'm a streamer. I'm on the TV. I'm like famous and stuff. No, that's not how that works. Okay, now we've got the chat place so that I can come over here and be like, "Hi!" Hand dancey times. It's too hot for this speed of hand dance, but that's fine. Shinies. Shinies, shinies, shinies. Anyways, hi, how are y'all doing? Alright, chat place, hello. Maybe before Geek pause things. That's her job. But hi us. I totally didn't set up the fan and I should have set up the fan and it's already too hot. Snuggles, Kidder and us at the same time. Whee! Group Snuggles! Dances for the Kidder. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Go sleepily into the corner with pillows and blankets and starts making a fort. OMG, do the sleepsters, oh my goodness! Do it. Very snuggly indeed. Yes, snuggliest. Wireless mode, that is the name of the colour. It is a blue, like the polish bit is blue, but the glitteryness in it is green. And it's really pretty. I was going to leave it at one coat, but it was just a bit thin. Sounds shiny. It's very shiny. Let's come all the way up here, see if it'll focus. We can have a close-up look at the terrible job I did in my nails. But yes, it's blue, but with green shiny. Very nice. Behaves badly. Sees, behaves, and ducks! Yes, misbehaves, yes. Oh, it's Geek, yes. Takes his idea and makes himself a beverage. Good idea, Cypher. Yay for beverage. Also, hi, Cypher. I just blinded it. Oh no! What? What? Oh, Craig's on the telly. I know, right? That's how I do it, so that I can make sure that I'm like on screen and stuff. It's a very pretty blue. It is a very pretty blue. I like it. Very shiny as yes. Grams hands and snuggles. Yay! Hand snuggles? Hmm. Maybe I was colour without would just be pretties, exactly. So, Fancy Pants of the Salmon Dynasty here. You may all call me Serwin. How goes the stream? I thought that was my secret name for you. I mean, what? Nothing. Hello, Serwin. How goes the stream? So, I mean, I say they just started. The Stream Deck got an update, and they've fixed the thing. I started tweeting about this just before I went live, and I didn't end up tweeting it because I couldn't find what section the ta-da emoji lives under. I wanted to have a ta-da emoji, and I couldn't find it, and it's not in my recents because I had to clear my cookies the other day. But anyway, random brain stuff. There was a thing that when you have toggle buttons for like sources being on or off, that the button would highlight if it was on and then not be highlighted if it was off. And that broke in the previous update, which I'm sure you guys heard me rant about nearly fucking every time I did creates, because I didn't know whether or not my mic was on. And there was an update. I checked for an update today, and there was one, and they fixed it, but they've gone and redesigned the default icons for the like default actions, the Stream Deck ones, and now they're all unfamiliar. And because they're unfamiliar, it's throwing me off so hard, and I can't find the buttons that I need anymore. So, pros and cons. But, yes. That's the one. Yes, the ta-da emoji. I couldn't find it. And because the Twitter, I was going to tweet on desktop, and if you go to the emoji menu on Twitter on desktop, it didn't come up with a search option. And so I couldn't just look up ta-da. And so I did, and I looked through all the sections. I didn't see it, but like I was rushing because I was like, I need to go live in a minute. It's fine. Twitter's crashing and burning, so tweets matter not. But yes. So today has been all over the place, really. Black Cat went to the vet this morning. He's been vomiting, and that's not good. He hairballed on Saturday. He hairballed again on Sunday. And because I didn't really think too much of that, like it's being that it's getting warmer, and you know the cats groom themselves, them having hairballs, particularly this time of year, is not that unusual. So I sort of was like, oh, that's not great, but you know, it's not that unexpected. And then I think Monday he was alright. I don't remember, but then yesterday afternoon he was crook. And then early this morning he was crook, like 3 o'clock this morning. I got woken up by those noises. And then again at like 7, and I'm just like, nah, this is not good. Because they weren't hairballs anymore, it was just him being crook. So I was able to get hold of the vet, and they had an appointment quite early. And so I took that and took him in and just, you know, explained to them everything that I just told you guys basically. And that he is still drinking water and he is still using the litter tray. So those things are good. He's just, you know, vomiting a bit. I did explain that he has had the runs. But that was kind of my fault because I gave them a food that I shouldn't have. Not intentionally. I thought they have whiskers a lot of the time, and I know that there's 1 or 2 flavors that do tend to upset his tummy like that. And I thought I'd gotten rid of all of the tins that were those flavors to like, so that I didn't give. And so but I had one left in the cupboard, and I was like, well, I kept it, so it must be one of the ones that it's safe for him to eat. And so I gave him some, and yeah, no, wrong. And so I told all that to the vet, and he's like, you know, did the vomiting and the diarrhea start at the same time? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. About Saturday, over the weekend anyway. And And he said, well, look, I'll give him some medicine. Gave him an injection. And hopefully that'll, like, settle the inflammation, like the reaction that he's having to the food. If he's still trying to throw up, then the next step would be they could potentially do blood work, but knowing that Black Cat is the kind of cat who sometimes eats plastic, well, not eats it, he chews it. He very rarely actually swallows any, but he does like to chew it, but, you know. And so he said, knowing that, you know, the most likely next step would be an ultrasound. But the vet did say, we'll try and avoid that because it is $500, and I was like, okay, good. So yeah, he's home, and he's hid under the bed most of the day, but that's not unusual for a hot day like this, so that's fine. But yeah, as I said just then, he did pop out to have a bit of a nibble on the food that I put out just then, so that was good. Now just to wait and see if he keeps it down. So crossing all of the pretty toe beans that it doesn't come to an ultrasound. Because I said to the vet, I said to him, do you sedate cats for ultrasounds? And he goes, not typically. Usually just, you know, sort of get in there and do it. And I said, oh yeah, no, that's, you're going to want to for him. He's like, oh really? I said, yeah, he's a bit spicy. Because he was arcing up at the vet just sitting on the table, like it would, you know. There's no way he's gonna hold still for an ultrasound, not a fucking chance. So, yes. I have to keep an eye on him for the next, I mean, I would have kept an eye on him anyway, but I have to keep an eye on him for the next, like, 24 to 48 hours. And see how we go from there. But anyway, hi, how's everybody doing? I dealt with all of that, and then I came home, and then I got to watch Salmon stream, which was very nice. Morning streams, very good. And then I just caught up on a few little background bits and pieces, and then it was now. So, cool. But yes, it's too fucking hot. So I get a hi Bub! Then he likes to chew on plastic as well. Yeah. Thankfully he doesn't do it all that often. Usually he'll only do it if he's like really, really hungry. Like that's his sign that like... Because generally, like, Black Cat doesn't very often give me signs that he's hungry. It usually only happens if Tan Cat's stolen his food. There's only been like maybe half a dozen times ever, and he's 13, so that's, you know, where he has actually swallowed some plastic that I know of, and has ended up bringing it back up, so that's the only reason I knew, because I've gone to clean it up and found a little bit of thing in there. So hopefully it's not that. At least being upfront with the steps and what's required, much nicer. Oh shit, yeah. And the cost as well, like, don't get me wrong, I would have rather not spent the money. I mean, I'll always, you know, on my cats I always will spend the money. But yeah, it's, I know for a fact that it's cheaper than what the old vets would have charged me as well. So, I didn't say that to them this time though, because I've said that every time I've gone in there. Till they would get sick of me. But, yes. Yeah, upfront and steps and what's required, that's it. Yep. They're very upfront about expectations. So, Angel says hi. Hi, Angel! It's great, yes. This question is it's apparently question. Wait, what? Oz is being questionable? No. What? We know you are quirky, but how's the weather? Smooth, Oz. That was smooth. No, it is warm though. It's yesterday it got up to like 37, I think it said, and then today is had a maximum of 35. I don't know what that is in the other, what is it, roughly double add 30, so it's 100, yeah. So yeah, 35 thunderstorms but no rain. So just a dry storm. Which obviously has massive potential for bushfires. So, fucking hoping it doesn't come to that. But yeah. Bye! Here's some Australian Sign Language for you. Like, actually, that's a proper Australian Sign Language sign. If you eyes, to keep eyes on the security. There we go. 95-ish, yeah, something like that. It's proper, like the proper thing to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's you times it by 9/5 and then you add 32. But fuck doing that maths on the go. So you can sort of guesstimate it by you just double and add 30. Roughly gets you there. Also, good job, Oz. You got one in Salmons this morning earlier too. I saw it pop up. I took the mouse from the main screen over to the side screen, and by the time I got to the ban button, it was already gone. Oz is a ninja. Apparently I keep missing the shows. Good. They can fuck off. Why on earth would I want to buy viewers when I've got all the best ones here already? Be gone. Robots. Fuck the fuck off. But anyways, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody is temperature appropriate for wherever they are in the world. I hope you're having a good time zone. If you're meant to be going to bed, go to bed. If you're not meant to be going to bed, fuck it, go to bed, have a nap. Why not? Does it feel like nap time? Yes, no? Trick question, it's always nap time. Wish I could ban IRL, but oh, I know, right? Fuck. Wouldn't that be good? Especially because I used to work retail. Fuck. Wouldn't it be nice if someone's just being a dick and it's just like, yep, you're not coming back anymore. Okay, thanks, bye. And no sleep. Hashtag all that is quirky. Nuh-uh. That's Mad Cat's hashtag. Has anybody seen Mad Cat lately? Hope they're alright. But yes, if you need to do the sleeps, do the sleeps. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I know that's normally the case, but yes. I was trying to catch up on YouTube this morning, which is literally impossible. Like, why do I bother? There is no catching up on YouTube. When you follow enough people that are putting out like regular content, there's no catching up. You don't catch up. You watch things, and then more things appear, and then you watch them too, and it's just never ending. Eating too much cake is the sin of gluttony. Eating too much pie is okay because the side of pie is always 0. Yes. Heck yes. No, I have not. Has me kind of. I know, right? I wish I had like better memory to be like, have I seen this person recently or not? I don't have that kind of brain power. But every so often I'll just be like, oh, I haven't seen such and such for a while, and I hope they're okay. I don't have the spoons, I guess, to keep on top of that any better, but yeah. Hopefully Mad Floof is good. Now, what am I doing? I have some new stuff. I have, because I stocked up on some foils and things. Because the no-buy, I did have an exception in the no-buy to replace things, and my hot foils were getting low in some of the colours, particularly gold and silver. So I got some more of those, and then while I was buying from that particular seller, it's like, well, it's like fixed rate for shipping, might as well chuck an extra couple of things in. I do have, somewhat stupidly, a Christmas stamp. I shouldn't have, why? Why did I, it's so cute though. We can do something with that. Tiny little bits in the background. It's so cute. But it's not, I'm not going to be able to do anything with it for this year. It's too late. Yeah, it's November and it's too late. I mean, it kind of is though. What else is the things? I have this one. Nice background plaid sort of a thing. Plaid, whatever. And then... Oh, actually, you know what I could play with today? That wouldn't require any heat. Haven't seen, but seem okay from what I happened to come across the other day. Okay, good. Still spring, so still cool weather. Tell that to the fucking outside. It's not cool here as it's not. It's melting. It's too much. And the thing is, it kind of came out of nowhere. This is the thing. Like, last Tuesday, so it's Wednesday now, so Tuesday of last week, it got up to like 35 out of nowhere. And then we had like 24, 24, 23, 23, 20, 29, and then 37. So it's really come out of nowhere and hit really hard, and it's just, yeah. And then, yeah, like I said, it's 35 and technically thunderstorms, so, I mean, not here, but like, they kind of passed me by, sort of, kind of thankfully, I guess, but, I was not prepared. Said like plaid, or yeah, if you want the right way to say it, tartan, exactly, I should just say it, tartan. I don't know where I picked up the pronunciation of plaid. There's a few little words that I'm sort of discovering as an adult that I've always said wrong. Like, it's apparently at some point I've picked up the pronunciation stereo. I don't know how that happened. I had assumed it was from my parents, but they're the ones that pick on me the most for the way I say it, so clearly not. But yeah, stereo. But apparently so at some point I've picked up stereo and I can't shift it. So tell me about it. It's freaking 18. It's so hard. Nice for the cover test. I hate you. I hate you. BRB moving to Tasmania. Damn it. That would be good. Yeah. And like, it's a meme, right? It's a meme. I mean, it's fact, but like, it's a meme that every time it's ever hot in Perth, it's a dry heat. And that's true. Like, I say that it's a meme, but like, it is true. It's a dry heat. It's not, we don't generally deal with too much humidity. So at least, like, evaporative air cons and stuff work. If only I had one. But yes, at least there is that. For those rich fucks with cooling, I guess. Yes. But at least I'm not dying of the humidity, so there is that. Speaking time on the Vision Australia sells I want a temperature now! Oh my god! It's a very warm desk. By the time I throw it from here, it'll be flaming. And then by the time it gets over there, it'll be frozen, so... Congratulations, you played yourself. Yes. That's one word that I did manage to fix. Because I did used to call it lever. At some point. But I did manage to correct to lever, so... it's because its ornament is... Ornament? Ornament. Yes. You know how there's just, like, there's somewhere you just get stuck on, even though, like, logically, you know, it's not quite right. The thing is, if people know what you mean when you say the word, then who cares? If you understood me well enough to correct me, it means you understood me and therefore didn't need to correct me. So, fuck off. Yes, Uz. Yes. Is it again or again? Yes. There are a lot of words like that. It's where either pronunciation is acceptable. Right, there was I think it was a Vlogbrothers video actually that a couple of weeks ago that Hank put out. It's very mentioned about words and how to pronounce them, and one of them that he said that I knew both pronunciations, but I'd never stopped and think about it. Mischievous or mischievous. Now I've always said it mischievous, but when he said the other one, I was like, oh, I have heard it that way, and it doesn't sound wrong, so whatever. There's a lot of words like that. Some people say it one way, and some people say it another way. Some people say rubber band, some people say lucky band. Do you ever see those pictures of Australia where they by region they put what people say about different things? The age-old debate, palmy or palmer. Some people say it palmo, and those people are just fucking wrong. Read and read and read, yes. I always felt it was distasteful to meanly correct someone who mispronounces a word. My feeling is that they learn the word by reading, and reading should be encouraged. Yes! Exactly right! Actually, one word that I didn't know I didn't know I was pronouncing it wrong forever. It's A-W-E. And I forget how I was saying it. But it's or. And I was saying that wrong, I think I got corrected in sometime in late high school or something, so I was saying it wrong for the first 15 years of my life. But I get I'd pick that word up in a book, and I don't think I'd ever I'm sure I would have heard it out loud, but I never associated those two things together. That was that word and that was that spoken word. So palmy, yeah. See, I don't care. I don't care. As long as it's yummy. Jeez! No, the Parmigiana. The short version of Parmigiana. I was like, hi booking kiddies! How doing? Except most ways to say things, yeah. If you can, like I said, if you can work out what the person meant, then just carry on, it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry, did I say IWE? I said AWE. AWE. Sorry. Did I say that wrong? My bad. Wind and wind is ultimate screw you from the English. Oh, there are many screw yous from the English language. Depends really on how you interpret letters to say words. That's it. Hi, and I am confuzzled now. It's about? Yes, wound and wound. Yep. Yeah, shock and awe. Yes. That's the one. I was pronouncing it wrong until late high school at some point. A teacher corrected me. But somebody said about, was it Cypher? I think Cypher said about, not correcting people because a lot of people learn words from reading. And that was a word that I had learned from reading. Do that with reading, and then if someone else reads it aloud, I'm like, oh, is that the way? Anyway, I'll stick to it. My sounding of it fair. Yeah! Because ultimately, who cares? Do we understand each other? Yes, no. That's all it is. If the pronunciation is so far wrong that you can't figure out what the word is, then fair enough, discuss that. But if you can sort of suss it out from context, yeah. Helps know other words that relates to or the language it comes from. True. What the basis of the word is. There was somebody, it was somebody's name, so that's a little bit different, but somebody sent me a message with somebody's name, And I looked at it and I'm like, well, it's got these letters together, so like it's probably European, and it's probably like this, so it's probably Italian, and so it's probably pronounced like this. And it was like, yep, I actually got it right. So, reverse is true for spelling. That pronunciation guide thing with the dictionary is yeah, I never got taught how to pass that. I get why it's there, but like I don't. What does it mean? Don't know how that helps the guy needs a guide on how to read it. Exactly. I was so pissed that because like in primary school, so up to at the time the education system here was like up to age 12 basically, the year that you turned 12. That was primary school, and then the year you turned 13 onwards was high school. And in primary school we did just very basic learning of like actual English, you know, nouns, verbs, adjectives, basic sentence structure, stuff like that. And like I was one of the gifted students. Fuck that shit off. But yeah, like I learned the stuff at the same pace as the other kids in class, and pretty quickly got bored and wanted more. And so I was like, you know, when do we get to learn more than this? And they're like, oh no, that's it. You'll learn more when you get to high school. And so I got to high school and was thinking we'd suddenly learn about like subject predicates and fucking adverbs and shit like that. And the teacher was like, you should have learned that at primary school. So we are now going to watch these two different TV episodes of two different shows and write an essay on how they compare. The fuck has that got to do with the English language? Anyway, I still don't know how to use a colon and a semicolon correctly. Like I know, like I've looked it up, I know logically, but like I'll be in the middle of a sentence and I'll be like, is it that one or is it that one? Shit like that. But that could quickly devolve into an entire rant about basically the entire curriculum, so I'm not gonna go there. Ivan Nice is a prime example. If you understand me, use no fact. See, exactly. Yes. And you know, like if there's ever a thing, and this is not just about Ivana, just in general, but if there's ever a word or a thing that I'm kind of like, wait, what? Then I don't mind asking the person to clarify. I think I heard somewhere that if you're dyslexic, it won't make sense either. That seems logical. As examples, but it's usually, yeah, dyslexia is one of the most common comorbidities with ADHD. You haven't bothered to see about data. Is it really? Ah. Interesting. Look up the spelling of the word. You kind of need to know how to spell it in the dictionary. You got told was spelling the word wrong, and to look up the correct way in there. See, that's bullshit, because that's not what a dictionary's for. It's almost never found the way. Yeah, exactly, because you need to know how to spell it in order to look it up. Structures, that I know structure anythings. Yes. Most people don't, and colons go with lists. Yes. Word was guarantee. I didn't know there was a U there. I was looking in the GS. Yeah, you're never going to find it. Oh, gosh. Semicolon is used for a separate small list at the end of a sentence, or occasionally as a second half sentence. Usually you can just use a comma. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if you want to be extra fancy, that semicolon, but like, yeah, comma's fine. As long as you get your point across. Common use of semicolons to join two independent clauses without using a conjunction like and. Use capital letter after semicolon. Your answer is no. Oh, really? Semicolon should be followed by a capital letter only if the word is a proper noun or an acronym. Go to the nearest response with it. Oh, there you go. And then colons are for lists. Yes. And like logically I know that. Like I've looked that up and there's a brain cell in there somewhere that's dedicated to that piece of information. But if I'm literally in the middle of writing something down, why did I go like this? I was about to say who does that anymore, but I've got quite the collection of pens that says otherwise. So anyway, whatever. But yeah, I'll be in the middle of, you know, writing something in some fashion, and I'll still have to stop and think about it. And I've pronounced it guarantee because of that. Fuck yeah, why not? Labels, space, and thanks for limited random spots. I did that. I remember once, and I'm not going to go into the details of it because it's a bit contentious, but basically there was a thing in primary school that how do I put it? Spent a chunk of time that particular day needing to occupy myself, and yes, my solution was to read the dictionary. I was a nerd. English language rules are more like guidelines. I think it's generous saying the English language has guidelines, to be quite honest. Uh-oh, Oz is dead. Oh no. That's not good. Ooh. The heck? Oh no, my voice is breaking. And the language... yes. Which, like you said, can be helpful when you go back to the thing of like knowing which language a word comes from. But you still have to know it in the first place in order to be able to look it up. Thank fuck we have Google now. We don't have to look it up in the written bit. We can just be like, I'm not gonna say the thing for the hey phone. Yes. The silver beverage, but choked a bit and coughed a lot, and now throw. Ow! Oh my goodness, Oz, be gentle. I think it's time I need most of the dictionary as I yes. I'm gonna get to sleep now, but it says let's play OMG! Have good sleep, sis! Thank you for coming in and hanging about while I spent 45 minutes not actually doing any crafting. Go me. Didn't realize what time it was. Oh my gosh. Anyway, hi. Slime Quakey Creates. I'm a crafter. Yes. You know what? I'm just gonna go for simple. I don't know how long I'm gonna be live for. I don't know when the Amazon person is showing up, so I'm gonna have to like drop things at any moment potentially. So let's just do some Christmas shit, even though it's too late. Who cares? Where's my stamping platform? Buried under all of this stuff. Good job. Also, I should be a little bit careful here. This shirt does not have sleeves. Which means when the Amazon guy comes, I'm gonna have to put a shirt on. Fuck. Too hot for that. If anyone issue today, it's gonna be my. That's nippy. Can I swaps? Actually, no, I don't want to swap. Can we just like put our temperatures in a box and just shake them up and then split them back up again? That would be good. We'll go halvesies. In November it's still early for Christmas Day. Not if I'm making things to put up in the shop. It'll be too late. I sent out the thing like a week ago. I think, was it last week? Well, it would have been last week, but was it over a week ago? I can't remember. There was a Christmas card order and it went out, and like that was, you know, 4 weeks clear of 5 weeks clear of Christmas, and it still might not get there in time. The fact that I'm bothering to make any Christmassy now, like, it's just there's no point. But fuck it, this stamp is cute and I want to, so I'm gonna. That's how this channel works. A little bit of card stock. It's all plain stuff. It is. No stamps. Okay, good. It's like one thing here. There's oh no. Please do this. College is not made for this. I mean, I'll just straight up swap you if you don't mind the heat. If you don't mind it being, what did we say it was? Mid-90s? Like, if you like heat, I'll just straight up give it to you. I'm just going to pop that in the middle there like that. A little bit of tape. When you done rain, snow, ice cream. Oh, ew. Stay safe, please. I feel like with the snow and the raining and like the hail and just all those kinds of weather events, I feel like your main goal in life is to not end up on some kind of like funniest home videos type. Like, don't do anything dumb. I mean, obviously be alive and stuff, like, you know, do the thing that's going to keep you alive, but yes. I've seen too many videos of dumb shit people do. Okay, I should take them in there, that means I can get up and defend if it— Exactly! Beth is expecting a high of 88F today? Yeah. What's that? 56? Yeah, about 30? That maths is too hard. Although that has been, if that's the case, that's been downgraded. What does my app say now? Oh, there we go. High of 29. Oh, that's not too bad. When I woke up this morning, it said there was going to be a high of 35, so I'm glad that's come down. And it's cold. I feel like the the man. So yeah, I love being all snuggled up and stuff. I think that's great. Blankets. I want to turn into the physical epitome of epitome? Physical, yeah. No, that's not the right word. Representation of? Whatever. I want to turn into the Quirky 16 Snuggly. That me. I want to have a big old blanket all around, all snuggly in. About 31 C, yeah. A predator, exactly! I have a, I was very amazingly, wonderfully gifted for my birthday a couple of years ago. Was it my 30th? Might have been. I don't know if it was that long ago though. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was a birthday gift either way. Of a, it's a crocheted alpaca, I think it's alpaca wool. A crocheted alpaca wool, scarf that also has a hood. So like you put the hood on and then you wrap it around your neck there, and then on the hood it's got cat ears. Ah! That person knows me so well. I think I've mentioned who it was before, but I don't remember if I was like, I don't know if it was meant to be a secret, but that person is awesome. And yes, it's the bestest when I get to wear that. It's so warm and it's so crazy and snuggly and stuff, and oh heck yeah. Set onto there like that, like that, like that. And then while I'm at it, I'm just going to rub my hand over it, which seems a bit weird, but this is a new, I literally received this stamp the other day when I got my, I think it was Thursday, when all that stuff turned up. So it's literally a brand new stamp that I haven't used before. And when you have a new stamp, it's good to just kind of run your hand over it so that all the manufacturing goop on there tends to sort of get taken off, so that it stamps a little bit better. Hopefully. Yeah, sweaters. It still has the sweater you all gave me as a gift. Yay! I'm glad that it's still good, because that's a couple of years now, isn't it? I think. It's been a minute. I've still got. I bought, like when I first came out with merch, I bought the Be Quirky, Be Very Quirky one in a black hoodie, and absolutely still have it, and it's fine. It's kind of gotten relegated as like a sort of a craft hoodie, just because it doesn't seem to matter what I do with it. It always looks like it's got stuff on it. But yeah, no, that's fine. And then I've got a light grey Crickety Loved hoodie as well, and that one's still holding it. That one's so warm. I don't know, I think I got two different styles, because the black one is a little on the heavy side, just for me personally. But the light grey one, it's a lighter one, but it's still really nice and warm, and so it's good. Keeps you cozy, but like, you know, well, like Birdie said, you don't feel like Michelin Man. It's good. Not to like, I'm not plugging, I own them and they're nice. But anyways, right, ink, green, red, other green, and you know what, not all Christmas needs to be red and green, so we're going to go ahead and have a, where am I? None of these stacks are in the right order. What have I done? Usually I stack these by colour, but everything's just all over the place. Blue. Where's my purple? Oh, there we go. Purple, purple. Pink, pink, pink. Actually, you know what? It's just all the colours. Nobody said Christmas needs to be traditional. Ow. Oh gosh, at least 2 or 3. Anything that's falling apart is the pocket, and the print has filling lines in it. Yeah. Outside of that, still wearable and comfy. That's it. I've had the same thing with the black one, which is the older of the two. I've had the same thing where the so you've got like, there's the bottom edge where it like meets the bottom hem, like the ribbing, and then it comes up, and then you've got the two little like inny bits, and then it comes across. Those two, like the two, where the two curves are, where the top of the curve is, that bit there, started coming undone, and I think that was partly me, because like whenever I wanted to do, I just shoved my hands in and I was catching it probably, and so it was like pulling away, and I just chucked it under my sewing machine and just restitched it, and it's been fine. So, but not everybody has a sewing machine and the skills to rectify that, so that part's a bit of a shame. But yeah, similar thing. And thinning around the, yep, right, so at the non-sewed end. Oh, on the ends of the cuffs, yes, yes. Which, to be honest, I've had that happen to basically every hoodie I've ever owned. I'm too rough with them. This is the problem. I don't be particularly precious about them. Kind of my bad, I guess. If I'm going to do this many colours, I'm going to need way more white cardstock. And actually, you know what I should do? Because I have, those are like my scrap pieces of paper. I have a packet of, oh actually 2 packets of this cardstock that I got from Spotlight actually. For those of us in Australia and New Zealand who know what Spotlight is. Oh, there we go. Which one is the... Wait, I've got 3 packs? I've grabbed the 2 packs that are in my cupboard, and neither of them were the packs that I actually wanted. What happened there? I know I have another packet of this stuff that I had to put in its own bag because the packaging it came in was all like stuffed. Huh. I was going to use it because it's got like a slight curve in it that I can't get out, and so I can't really use it for card bases because it's all twisty. Under there. It's weird, I was expecting it to be there with those two. But... I think for a bit I was using it with the Cricut when I had that running. Because I was a little bit kind of trying to use it up. Is it in the giant pile? Oh, it is! I didn't look at my giant pile cardstock because I didn't think I'd put it in there. Never mind. Stop panicking, I found it! Oh no, the yawning had started already. Actually no, to be fair, it's been happening all day. I didn't go to sleep till something like 1 o'clock this morning because I just did not... I was tired, but I didn't get to sleep, and then Black Cat had me up at 3, and then again at 6, and then again at 7. I'm a bit fucking tired. How many colours did I end up pulling out? 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. About there. I don't have to use this paper, and in some ways I kind of shouldn't because it's quite heavy, but at the same time it was quite cheap, and this particular pack I need to get rid of. Looks like I said it's got a twist in it. Well, not a twist, but like it sits... I don't know if that's too close to the camera, but it sits like that, and for the life of me I can't get it out. And so every time I tried to make card bases out of it, it just sits wrong and just looks really wrong, so it's okay, we can use it for other things. Just not the thing that I intended it for. You can get me out of it the first winter or two, and that says something about me. Aww. If you have something that is here close to me, that means I really, really care about and love that. Aww. You can make me blush. Aussie heart for the burb. That's right, that's... Yes. Birdie's saying nice words! How dare! The other thing about this particular paper is that this is US letter sized, which does make it slightly annoying to use for card bases as well, because it's not the same as my other card bases. But it would make US A2 cards. And in particular it would do that without making any waste either, so that's kind of why I was looking at buying some, but then yeah, as you can see, this particular packet, not great. But yeah, nice and cheap though. It comes in a... is it a 100 pack or a 250? I think it's 100. Yeah, it's a 100 sheet. And it goes on sale at Spotlight for like... I think it was 12 bucks? It's usually 20. Which is pretty good. Especially when you take into account the weight of it. This is 300 GSM paper. So quite heavy. I don't know what the nearest thing to compare to is. It's a heavy cardstock. I guess poster board would be like the closest thing to compare to. For those that know what poster board is. Devil's advocate. Ooh, tickles. Ah, my neck. I don't even really need to be this particular about cutting it neat because I'm going to end up cutting them down anyway, but might as well cut them evenly, right? There we go. Matchy matchy. Satisfying. Manual cardstock isn't quite as heavy as poster board. Probably not. The only reason I mentioned the poster board is because when I was using my Cricut to cut it, I was really having difficulty, particularly with this one. I don't know if we can see, like, I don't know whether that shows anything, but yeah, I was having a lot of difficulty cutting it through with the Cricut just because it is so thick. And so I was Googling to find out what other people did, how they cut. Because it's 300 GSM. I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know the conversion for... It's such a bitch of a number thing to try and convert it. Because we've got grams per square meter and then you guys have got pounds. And I don't even know what like pounds per thingo it is. I'm assuming like pounds per foot. But I think... because this is 300 GSM, I think it roughly correlates to about a 130, 140? Somewhere there. It's heavy. And so I was having, I was trying to cut it on the Cricut and it wasn't cutting through on the, because there is a heavyweight cardstock setting. And somebody said, try doing it with the poster board setting, because it'll do 2 passes on the cuts. And I did, and it actually cut really well. Although it did obviously take twice as long. So that's the only reason I mentioned that. That's why I mentioned poster board. I don't even know that we have a product that we call poster board here. I feel like that might be an American term. But anyway, so you wonder how much GSM before it becomes cardboard. There's actually like different categories of paper. You can have like 200 GSM paper, and you can have 100 GSM cardstock, and the 100 GSM cardstock is heavier than the 200 GSM paper is. So it doesn't even, there's not even like a consistent thing of that. So you have to be careful when you're buying cardstock and paper and stuff that you don't get the wrong one. Truth, because you've been positive and all that. No, babe. No. As long as you is bouts and you're still trying and you're still fighting and you're doing your bestest, there is always hope. I know that's all cliche and shit, but I firmly believe it, so... it's PSI, pounds per square inch, probably. I don't, for cardstock, though? I know that's a thing for, like, tire pressure and stuff, but... because we also still use PSI here, which is really annoying. Sizing is a fact. It is, yes. PSI is pressure, though, I think so. Correct does, I don't know what as yet. Well, no, it makes sense. Pounds per square watt. Like, that's the natural one to go to, because that's the thing. The size 1 pound of paper is 1.5 GSM roughly, so 2 pound paper is 3 GSM-ish. Yeah. But it's... isn't there something about, like, it's not quite a linear relationship, so, like, the bigger you go, the more that number is off? Something like that. I don't know, I was reading about this once and it did my head in, so... Paper weight in the US is stated in pounds and determined by it's weighing 500 sheets, a ream. It's in the basis size of a particular paper. The basis size, or in other words, the master sheet size of our watercolor papers. It's 22 inches by 30 inches. Place 500 muscle sheets of that one on a scale. It should weigh approximately 140 pounds. See, there we go. The weight of something can exert pressure though, depends on that. This is true. I know, maths on stream, I know! How dare we? How dare we? Not the numbers, not the numbers! I was wrong about PSA. I mean, well, no, I mean, it's a reasonable thing to jump to. There's not a lot of places that use pounds per something else. Although, I guess, strictly speaking, it's not actually pounds per whatever. Because it's based on pounds per 500 sheets. Like, that's not a measurement. I mean, it is, but not... Yeah. Ours is grams per square meter. So if you take a square meter of the paper in whatever weight it is, it's how many grams it is for a square meter of it. I haven't been this happy in a long time. Aww! One number million is equal to one of saying that. Yes. There's a YouTuber I follow by the name of Yvonne Williams, and she does like resin and chainmail and wire wrapping and glass fusing and that kind of stuff. And she does a few tutorials and stuff. And because there's different wire gauges, there's American wire gauge and standard wire gauge, and so she'll give the measurements in what she knows, which is the American one, and that's fine. But she'll sometimes make the joke, she's like, oh, I know that that's what it is in the American size. I'm sorry that I don't know how to convert, what does she say? Chicken nuggets per bald eagle? Every time she says it, I get the giggles. That needs to be, can we make that an official? There needs to be chicken nuggets per bald eagle. Or maybe it's the other way around, I'm not sure. That's how much it's ring weighs determines the weight in pounds, yes. In 2 years since they started being me on the inside. Oh, has it really been 2? Wow. I know time's been a bit distorted for the past 2 years, but holy shit. It was about 500 sheets, yes. I'm really glad you found yourself 30. Exactly. I'm so glad that... I mean, anyone, really, has the opportunity to be themselves in whatever context that is. Whether you're talking about, like, sexuality stuff, or it's what you believe in, or just, you know, not being held back by people who... Yeah. Go, everybody. Except the arseholes. They can fuck off. You can use them to pound for paper. You're comparing the same kind of paper. Yes. And again, that's the tricky bit, because you've got, like... Because there's copy paper, and then I think the other like main category, I think it's called cover paper. And then you jump again to the ones that are actually called board, and they're a whole different thing again. And it just depends on like what industry you're in, basically, as to which you'll use. It's a pain. There's a particular one, and I do have a ream of it. So I think it's a ream. That I got from I did actually get it from the US. It's called Hammer Mill, and it's supposed to be really good for ink blending and foiling and stuff like that, because it's really smooth and got a good texture and stuff. But you had to be really careful looking for it on Amazon, because there's Hammer Mill. What is it called? Hang on a sec. The packet's like right there. So this one is called Premium Color Copy Cover, which is just way too many fucking words. But I do have... So that's that one, right? And this is the proper heavy stuff. This is a good, nice good weight. This is a 100-pound cover. 250 sheets, so I guess technically half a ream, but still. And this is the proper heavy stuff. But they also sell like printer paper style ones, but like printer paper has its own. You can get £100 printer paper, and you can get £100 cover paper, and they are two very different things. And so you go and look at the reviews, particularly on the printer paper one, and there's a lot of people who are like, I bought this to make cards with, and it's not the right stuff, it's too thin, and all of that, so yeah. I get why it is the way that it is, but that doesn't make it any easier for... Chicky nuggies, where I want! Steve Ellis voice, feed me, kiddo. We needs to acquire the nuggets for the Ivana bee before she get angry. Start looking for chats to get nuggies forever. I know, right? I'm hoping I can stamp this in one go so I don't have to worry about where it's actually positioned, but we'll see. It came in a few bucks at the Facebook Huggingtons. There's your chickens. Oh wait, Sandman was making chickens on his stream this morning. We can just go steal some of those. He was creating them and then killing them, so clearly he doesn't need them. I don't think I have to cover the whole stamp. No, I don't have to cover the whole stamp. Is that going to be enough though? Oh, not quite. Well, oops. I'm going to need the whole thing, but still. Where's my knob? Oh my god, cute! Missed a little bit though. It's that one spot on this fucking stamping platform that I say every time is like, that bit's dodgy. Gotta go to bed, supposed to start new jobs here at it. Ooh! Need to start getting used to getting up at 5. Oh! Ew. But yay, new job hype! I hope it all goes well and you get good sleeps and all of the stuff and things, and yes. Thank you for coming and hanging about. Oh my god, look at that stamp though. It's so cute! Oh, I'm so glad I got it. Again, not going to be able to do anything with it this year, but I have it and it's adorbs. I'm actually routing such a reads out of the way, Ivana. Go get you them Janets. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure you have that achievement already, but still. Is that that's the only achievement you've got now, right, Oz? The whatever that is, Master Survivor or something. Because you've got the rest of them now, don't you? Bet your chance to take it a stupid month and they don't say yes around the edge they find me. Yeah, I reckon. That's ridiculous. I get being thorough and all that, but fucking hell. Remember to press extra on that bit that keeps being light on. I'm a little bit tempted to put like a mark or something on that bit, so just to remind me. Looks good. Oh, hang on, one little bit there. Oh, just not looking at that bit properly. Yeah, 65 days surviving, yes. Now everybody, bye! Good luck with job and things. Oh, that's a little bit... oh, it'll be fine. Just meant that little bit in the middle was a little bit thicker, so... But I think we'll get away with it. I was a little bit like I saw it on the shop, and I was like, oh my god, must have it. And then I'm like, oh, it's such a tiny detailed design though, like, And so I ummed and ahed about it for ages, and then, because I have like really a shitload of stuff in my cart from that shop, and didn't buy most of it, because AliExpress's wishlist thing isn't that great. I really wish you could like sort it a little bit better. Like, it has one, but it just kind of clumps everything in together, and if you want to find something, it's like fucking impossible. And so what I do is just, I see all the things that I want and I just chuck them all in the cart and use the cart as a thing. Because what you can do on there is, like when you're ready to check out, you can just, there's radio buttons next to like each item, and so you can just go through and pick the things you actually want to buy. And so I just used that. And so I went through and was like, don't need that this time, don't need that this time, don't need, would be nice, don't need that this time. Just kind of did a whole bunch of that. And I got to that stamp and I'm like, oh, like I do want it, but it's so tiny, what would I do with it? And Christmas is already coming, so like, and then when the sale came on, when they did, it wasn't Black Friday sale, it was a couple of weeks ago, they had a sale on, and it came up at like 40% off or something like that, and I was like, oh, come on. I don't know how much she like keeps all of her designs, and so I was like, it's fine. I think it came out to about $4 or something, so like, really? It's fine, but I'm supposed to be doing a no-buy, that's naughty. Too fucking cute though, too fucking cute. Alright, that's 4 of the red, as always, working 4s. I don't know how I got onto being stuck on 4s, but that's just how my brain works now. Let's go ahead and grab a... Oh gosh, I need to do a... Shoved all these cloths back in the box, and some of them really actually need a wash. Go over there, we go. Let's have a clean one. 20 in-game days ago, Mass was off of it. Oh, there you go. Speaking of sales, Boatman is back. He wants to climb aboard and shiver me timbers. Too far? Probably too far. Have returned. Hope things are well. Hello! Welcome back, Serwin. Oops, come on. Dang it! Stay. But yes, going good. I'm finally actually doing some crafting. I was taking after you, Sam, and I didn't do anything for the first 45 minutes. Just chatted with the chat peeps. I mean, it's not that different from a geek stream, let's be honest, It's a geek stream, there's talking where there happens to be gameplay. Over here it's chatting and there happens to be crafting. Really should have spritzed that a little bit actually, but oh well. Don't want water getting in these ink pads, that would be less than ideal. Enough salmon, for damage. Oh. Sweet, I'm positive. You totally are. Positively nothing got done. You're totally positive influence, even if you were being all jokey and stuff. You is a good entity. You're the bestest can of mystery meat that I know. I don't know whether cleaning that was worth it. I should have left it probably, but whatevs. Right. green. One of the shades of green. I'll do 2 shades of green. Light green, dark green. Oh, I'm not working out. Oops. I maybe forgot to change that command. At least I managed to remember to change the thing on the under there. There. It says card making over there. I remembered that bit. I didn't change that command. Do you like how I managed to change the nail polish on the nail command? I didn't manage to change the project priorities. Nails are way more important. Fucking hell. It's fine. I was too busy looking for the Tada emoji. That Pinky though is a different story. Pinky is fantastic, and I will not hear anybody say otherwise. Pinky is amazing. Although it used to be that Pinky was the dapper one, because he had like a vest and stuff, but now Salmon's getting all like fancy and stuff with his vest and his tie and yes. Very nice. Covered it with distractions, so it's still right. Distractions where? Ooh, shiny. Sneezes. I have them. Oh man, I was very nearly did a terrible thing this morning. So I didn't. So like yesterday was hot, but I kept all of the curtains shut, even if it does mean living in the dark. I kept all the curtains shut, and that kept things manageable. So that wasn't too bad. But then yeah, today it sort of was a bit more pervasive, I guess, and so I was like, alright, need to put the fan on. But it was the first time I'd put the fan on like since last summer. And I very nearly went to turn it on, and then I'm like, oh shit, I need to dust it first. Unfortunately, I don't think I got all of it, because I've still been quite sniffly ever since I turned it on, so yay, dust. You realize that's crazy and sassy one. I'm a mushroom. I'm always in the dark and fed regular amounts of PS. Ah, I don't know. Saying that you're a can of mystery mushroom sounds a lot more sus though. Which wouldn't be wrong, but I'm just saying. Just pointed it out. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. It's so cute. Oh, I'm so glad I got it. For all of my umming and ahhing, I'm so glad. So fill it up and find out. Oh my. There's someone who's like me? Oh, Peanut. Yes. I've not actually seen. Like, I know who he is, and I know all the, well, I know of the puppets and stuff, but I've never actually seen any of his stuff. I guess I should probably rectify that. Stamp of approval. It does. It needs to have, like, it's got candy canes and gingerbread men and stockings and little bells and reindeer and stuff. It just needs to just down in one little. It just needs a little thumbs up. Oh, hang on. I returned. Yay. Now I don't have to think about that anymore. I didn't really have to think about it anyway, but like, it just, I don't know. Something about receiving parcels, particularly Amazon parcels, when it's like, it's coming today, between the crack of dawn and 8 PM, it's like, like, I was so, like, when I took Black Cat to the vet this morning, I'm thinking, if they call me while I'm at the vet and be like, we're here, I'm gonna be like, are you joking me? But it's over now, so yay! Also, why is there tiny inky footprints all over the table? Gosh dang it. Ivana! True Galaxy Wolf has gifted so much to Bleffel Splick! Thank you, True Galaxy Wolf, I appreciate your face. Also, hi Bleffel! Thou hast been gifted with a subbage. Ah, yes. Hello, hello. Hello, Bliffelspick, how are you doing today? Hi, True Galaxy Wolf. I don't know if you're lurking or what, but hello, and I hope you're good, and yes, all of that stuff. And thank you for the gift subbage to Bliffelspick. Much appreciates. How much glitter stuff into Joe's box to fit? No glitters! No glitters. I put the fan on while I was up. Because I went down. I got so the phone call, you know, the delivery guy called, and he had quite a thick accent, and I'm not gonna say what accent it was because it's not relevant. But like, I was like, oh okay, so you know, I sort of knew who to look out for, and and so I've gone down to where he was parked, and I swear to God, this guy was 80. He just, I'm thinking he shouldn't be lifting these boxes. Like, I made a step to like move to the van because I've got a little one of those little like folding trolley things, and I like took a step forward to like put that, and he's like, no, that's I'll bring it over to you. I'm thinking, oh, those boxes are heavy. And because like I keep complaining about, it's fucking hot today, and he's like, you know, long pants, long sleeve shirts, high vis vest over the top, and I'm just thinking, like, between the temperature and you lift and fit, can you just be careful, please? I know this is your job, but oh my God, I don't want to be. I don't want to. And he was so like polite and happy and stuff too. He was just so cheerful. It was really nice. I've had some others that have been like, I realize that kind of job is shit, but this guy was just so genuinely happy. What a pleasant gentleman. But yeah, like I said, I was walking towards him and I was thinking, is he the delivery guy? Because yeah, like I said, he looked like he was about 80. But anyway, yes. And because he was gonna bring them down to the door, and it's like, fucking no. Because he was at the car park at the other end of the building, and I'm thinking, if he's going to be taking those boxes one at a time, it's going to take me a million years. But anyway, right, what did I get up to in the... I know, I love, how's your brain space? Not bad. A little bit tired, but not bad. I'm feeling a lot better now, because I was having some anxiety about the delivery. And now the delivery has happened, and so that element of anxiety has gone away. So that's nice. Drop some glitter. Oh God, no! No! Accents. I know. Oh, I love an accent. Alex Wolf is in the box. No worries. Uniforms are sober. I know, right? It's bullshit. I was never here. Who was never here? I didn't see anything. Who's... Somebody got gifted. Naughty Mouse. It was Naughty Mouse. I didn't see nothing. The stupid... Oh, I'm sorry. Go into your chat settings thingy and then make it go away. I wish it didn't default to that. It's bollocks. Let's do it again. Hey, I get paralyzed for filling the scheduled appointment at 3 PM. That's my whole day. It is! Yes! Oh my God, I relate to that so hard. Like... And I was reading a thing the other day about time blindness. And sat there nodding the entire time and was like, oh my god, I relate so hard. But yeah, time blindness of like not necessarily being a good judge of like how long a thing's going to take. And so it's oftentimes like, yeah, like you say, you've got an appointment at 3 o'clock, and so you sort of feel like you can't start anything because what if that thing, like, it might be a thing that'll take half an hour and you started at 9 AM, but what if something happens and it ends up, and you end up running over time, you end up being late. That's the worst thing in the world. I would rather be an hour early somewhere than 5 minutes late. And I know that there would be like people on the other side who are like, no, don't show up early. I said be here at 7, show up at 7. But like, I can't help it. It's just how my brain functions. So if you're gonna do this, is that, yeah. Well, see, and well, yeah. I don't feel like I'm oblivious to time though. This is the thing. I feel like I worry about it too much. Feel the same way when things are upcoming? Yes. That's why I try and get things done in the morning, because if I don't, it's like whole day's a write-off. Do something in 5 minutes or 5 hours and I have no idea how much time it took to do. Yes. It's one of those that, you know how with like space, like physical space, and how the like prevailing wisdom of like finding somewhere to live or whatever is to not go too big, because then you'll just find more stuff to put in it. I kind of feel like that with time, that, you know, if I have a 5-minute task and you give me 20 minutes, like I can make it take 20 minutes. It just magically expands to fit the space somehow. Depends on the thing though, like obviously crafting, I can craft all fucking day, but you know, the dishes are only going to take 10 minutes. Generally. I think you have something likely to show up early, so I know you're occupying yourself on purpose while waiting. Yes. Because otherwise you get like the flip side of it, where the other person's like, you know, why are they here so early? Like, I'm not ready yet, and yes. And I don't mean to inflict that on their brain space either. Have a time crunch where you're going to go into focus mode and get it out. Yes! There's an excellent, hang on, I'm just going to have a beverage. There's a TED Talk. I don't know that people have opinions about TED Talks, but just go with it. I forget the guy's name, it's Tim something. For some reason the name Tim Ferriss is coming to mind, but don't quote me on that, it's Tim something. And the title of it is Inside the Mind of a Master Procrastinator, I think it's called. And it talks about it actually makes a really fun analogy that inside of your brain you have an instant gratification monkey, and then you have the panic monster. And if you're someone who procrastinates, then chances are you've got the instant gratification monkey telling you to do other things rather than the thing you do. But then when the deadline jumps out, the panic monster jumps out and is like, get the fucking thing done! And then you're able to get the fucking thing done. So, but then if you've got a thing that doesn't have a deadline, the panic monster never shows up, and so you never get it done. And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Give yourself a fixed amount of time to do a thing, because if you think you've got forever, you'll never do it. So have you interrupted you? Yes. Tim Urban, thank you! I don't know where I got the name Tim Ferriss from. That's the one. I can Google from the address bar and hit Alt-Enter to open it in there. Oh! I didn't know about that shortcut. There you go. Shiny. But yes, that is a good one. If you know, if you're into watching that kind of stuff. I don't. For some reason, TED Talks are contentious. I don't understand it. I'm sure that there's particular people who maybe shouldn't be like platformed or whatever, but I feel like mostly overall TED Talks are a good thing. But yes, that one was a good one. Also, there's another one by Jessica. I can't think of her last name. The lady who has the YouTube channel How to ADHD. She did a TED Talk. Oh fuck yeah! That's also a good one. Actually, if you're into watching like speeches and stuff, there's one that I would really recommend, which is Emily. I'm having difficulty with her last name because I can't remember how it's pronounced. It's Emily, like Risciuto? Something like that. I think she's a comedian? I think she's a comedian. She did a talk about ADHD to the National Press Club. And it was amazing. And then at the end of it, she spent like however long her speech was doing this speech talking about ADHD and how it should be on the NDIS and all that kind of stuff, and how people can like help. And she was talking about her journey of being diagnosed and all that kind of stuff. And she mentioned at one point about like not being able to like retain things in her memory and stuff. And then they get the end of the speech, and then they have like a Q&A section afterwards. And the very first question had like 3 parts. And I'm thinking, this woman has just spent like half an hour or whatever it was giving this speech, telling how she like can't focus and like, has trouble remembering things. And you've asked her a question in 3 parts all at once? Fuck off. You were clearly not listening for that half an hour that she was talking. Good on you. Part-time as a researcher, Aiken has much nerdery. TED Talks are contentious because to speak at them you have to pay them to speak, and to be in the audience you need to both pay them and be invited. Fuck that! Yeah, that's some... wow, fuck that. There we go, that's the one. M. Rusciano, that's the one. I was so close. Oh. For a thing that I didn't... oh, dang it. It was a good attempt, Quirky. Yes. She is good to people. Fantastic speaking style. Which she has worked in radio, and I think she's a comedian. Has been a comedian, was a comedian, is a comedian now. I don't know. She can talk to people. She's worked in industries where she can talk to people, but her style of coming across was just so good. I was laughing, I was tearing up, I was relating so hard. So, yes. If you ever have some time, that's a good one to watch. I think it's on YouTube. Or no, did I watch it on YouTube? No, I don't remember. It popped up on... Actually, it was popping up in the news. There were articles popping up about it. And her name was trending on Twitter. But yeah, good stuff. Anyway, you've got a good memory. Do I? Just a bit distracted by shinies all the time. Yeah! Yeah. I do feel like my recall is a bit terrible. What was that analogy we said that time? That it's like a library where people have put the books back in the wrong place? I know that they're there, I just can't find them. It's like that. I remember things, they're up there. It's just recalling them that I'm really not good at. I'm somebody you can post out. Yes. Yep. Sorry. There we go. Is that for her press press club speech. Oh, it is too! Fantastic. Okay, good. Yep, that's the one. Yep. Comedian shines a light on DDC at the National Orchestra. That's the one. Fantastic. Thank you. Australian comedian, writer, singer, and media presenter. There we go. Talking detail about diagnosis, ABC, blah blah blah. Yes, that's the one. Thankies. Yes, if you have a spare hour 10. I didn't realise the video went that long. I think her speech only went for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and then there was like a Q&A. The people in the audience were all asking her stuff. I totally went and put a smear on that piece of card, so I think I might get away with doing the outside. Should be alright. How many of that colour have I done? 2, okay. Oh, hang on. Hungry Hose has a carrot sticks, I feel hungry. Ah, but need more nums. Ivana beating more nums. Memory is associative, so the books say where the others are, but there's no master list and things are moved every time the right say yes. The Dewey Decimal System is faulty. Somebody's wedged some. Oh, have I got ink on my hands? That's what's happening here? Now I've got smears over there too. What happened? I must have ink on my hands. That one can go in the... I did cut extra of this cardstock, so that's fine. Paints himself in Vanderbilt to avoid Cookie to be distracted by Shiny. You can never paint your personality in Vanderbilt, Salmon. You cannot hide from me. Waha. Perhaps by putting the there we go. See, all we need to do to find the things again is to just follow the inky trail of footprints. Tiny, tiny, adorable footprints. And then we'll find the book about glitter and the book about Tim Tams. Ooh, new Void Cat office pets. Scritchy's voice, Cracky and Oz. Aww. Personality is on the inside and drinks fat. Don't drink Fanta Black! Don't drink Fanta Black. Don't do it. Just good life advice in general, but right now, Sandman. You don't want that on your insides. That'd be incredibly bad for your tummy. Don't do it. Besides, you're a can of mystery meat, and meat should not be black. Just saying. So cute. So cute. Okay, one more of the dark green. Let me show swaps again. I'm not gonna get any cards done today, am I? It's 3 o'clock already, holy shit. That's fine, we can just... We're sitting here and talking and crafting is happening to happen. In the... Happening to happen? What? Yes. How about you guys do the talkie, because clearly I'm shit at it. The New Zealand ones, yes. One is Shiny Dick. Social meters are being filled up, not inventory. Aww! Aw, that's so lovely. That totally is. It totally is. Things are non-fantasy for Sanwin. Now I'm just picturing Oz in Graveyard Keeper. Can't have that one, it's black. Can't have that one, it's black. Ah, this spleen is good though. Alright, that's 4 of those. Very nice. I did do crafts yesterday. What day is it? Wednesday. Was it yesterday? I did make a set of cards. It was one of the other things that I bought in that order that I totally shouldn't have, was some Christmas paper. And I did actually make some cards with it, Shokara. I don't know if I like them though, they're not enough. Needs more. Yeah, go on. Don't worry, chat, I do actually know what he's talking about. I would say not as sus as it sounds, but it's not far off, so... it's Monday, I think it was correct. Yeah. Well, no, because I didn't, hang on. Oh, I put my... Damn it. I was going to check my phone, but I think I had to put it away to charge. I kept it on me while I was waiting for the delivery guy to call, but then I was like, yeah, that needs to go on the charger now. Okay, that's got some goop in still. Let's go ahead and... Open that up in there. Cleaning. That was probably a bit much, but oh well. We're gonna be fine. Happy chicken coop? I don't think that was the thing that I was thinking of. I thought you were going to post the, the New Zealand paint. But that works too. Going to keep such fun. Kind of wish it could set certain things I could do for the sheer spite of it. Taking Frollo's wife's grave marker to shut for the firewood heat. Oh! That's naughty. Although it would be cool if the game could detect that. Now that you mention it, yes. It's so evil! I love it. But also lost track of that, yes. And I hope this isn't like rude to say anything else, but like I know what your game style is like, and you know your zoomies. That's not a secret. But knowing that Graveyard Keeper like forces you to be a little bit more paced. P-A-C-E-D, not the other one. And so I was like, oh, is he gonna like it? Being forced to slow down like that? So yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's not anyway. You think it? Yes. That's it's fine. Shh. Nothing. Shiny halo. Betty on the Bab. Go do the sleeves. It's a bit evil. I like it. Get many pieces ready to throw into its there we go. Stiff pizza, that's frames it, and it has instantly mine! It's gone. Ooh, I could have mini pizzas for dinner. I made a big batch of mini pizza mix and I've got it in the fridge. For some reason, I don't know why I don't quite know why I did this, but Monday? Sunday. Did I stream on Sunday? No. Wait. Where am I up to? I didn't stream yesterday. Did I stream on Sunday? I don't think I did I? Yeah, it must have been Sunday. I felt really bad for not streaming because, you know, I should have. And so I went through and I made a whole bunch of food to last me like a week. Actually, probably over a week. And I found when I was doing the other things, I found in the pantry a can of tinned pineapple. And so now I have a big batch of Hawaiian mini pizza mix. And quite a lot of English muffins in the freezer, so could totally be fancy. Here to the end of the game. That's true. That's true. You were going for the speed run in the glitched edition. Pizza smash. Yeah, right. That's not a no. That's not a thing. Getting to the pizza before Burb does? No. I just realised I've still got green ink on the thingy and it's just transferred back onto the stamp. So I'm just gonna do that. Only because I don't want to get green ink on my ink pad, so there we go. How dare you get up? Why are you no share with Bab? I mean, I can put a picture in the thing later. Pineapple juice? Yes. I still do the thing of like you open up the can and then just a little bit and then you just prop it over a glass and let all of the juice drain out and then you've got a glass of pineapple juice. That was a thing that Mama Cracky always did. I remember when I was growing up. Whenever we had mini pizzas, that was the thing. Keep the juice in a jar and then you get to have that. I have so many questions. He got a bit ambitious about his corpses. And yes. It was like literally the start of the game. He took a corpse into the thingy and started to remove one of the pieces and ran out of stamina and didn't have any food to recover the stamina and couldn't leave the mortuary bit and yeah, he soft-locked. He couldn't do anything, he had to start again. Bab loves pineapple. I love pineapple. You know what a thing is that not all Aussies, but a thing that often happens at Australian barbecues is that you'll buy the pineapple, the tinned pineapple that's like the slices. So it's like the round with the core cut out. So it's like a pineapple ring. You just put that on the barbecue like with the meat and stuff. It's so yummy. Black cat's here and he's eating biscuits. This is good. Yay! He had some nums. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all like ASMR on peeps. Apologies if people aren't into that. I've been worried about him. And now he's come out and had I don't know how many bickies he had. He had some number of biscuits. And then there's still a little bit of wet food on his plate, and so he went and had a little bit of that as well. Good. I was just... not that he'd be bothered about me talking, but I was just like, must not disturb him. Me too, do that with most canned things, pineapple tomatoes, there we go. Also handled too much meat. Oh my. Raising a family can be difficult unless you're a necromancer. It's 1 in the morning and I'm still at the Bab! Go to bed! Go get in your nest. Bab. I love pineapple and mango. Oh, yes! Slightly charred pineapple is so good. Yeah, and it goes all like floppy. Because it's all like cooked and stuff, it's so good. Black Cat! Yay! Yes, Black Cat went to the vet this morning, for those that might have missed that part of the story at the start of the stream. He's been vomiting the past couple of days. Which, not good. And so I took him in and they gave him some medicine and they're just like keep an eye on him sort of thing. So today and tomorrow I need to just, make sure that he's still eating and then afterwards not throwing it up. But the fact that he came out and had something to eat, very good sign. So, yay! We're now doing a quick yes in the last stream just as I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that's one of those things, they kind of love it or hate it, I guess, but yeah. It's like having family over and hearing them a few years over feels like, aww! That's so comfy. But, kiddo scream. But, sleeps! Makes a note. Cracky prefers it hot and floppy. Oh god. And tasting like pineapple. Oh no. Oh. Here's with tummy trouble is always right. Yeah, and cause so I give them whiskers. They have the little tins of the fancy feast. I split one between them to put their medicine in. That's kind of their treat food, so that they will actually eat it and get their medicine and stuff. And then the rest of the time I just give them the whiskers. And there's 1 or 2 of the flavors that it upsets Black Cat's tummy. And I thought that I had either used up or gotten rid of the flavors that caused that for him. But I had 1 can left of this one flavor, and my brain kind of went, oh well, I kept it, so it must be one of the ones that he's fine with. And so I started feeding it to him, and then yeah, he upset tummy. He gets the runs. And so I was keeping an eye out, I immediately realized, and I'm like, oh shit, so I've taken him off that food obviously, but it still takes sort of a couple of days to settle down and work his way through and all of that. But at roughly the same time he started, he was crook on Saturday, but it was a hairball, and then he was crook on Sunday and it was also a hairball, and then I think Monday he was okay. I don't remember him having trouble, but I might just be forgetting. And then yesterday he was crook, this morning he was crook, and then this morning he was crook again, and I'm like, yeah, no, we're going to the vet now. And so the vet's like, so, when did he start vomiting? When did he start having the runs? When did you start feeding them the food? And it's like, we're really just hoping that, the food is the cause, and that, because he gave him basically a medicine to vomit less, and a medicine to get the inflammation in his insides down. And we're hoping that it's just a reaction to the food, because if it's not, then, because he's like, I'm going to give him these medicines, hopefully it's just he's reacting to the food, and then once we give him this, it'll calm it down and he'll settle. But if he does continue being sick, or at least trying to be sick, over like today and tomorrow, then obviously something else is going on. And if that's the case, knowing that he is the kind of cat who likes to chew plastic, then he's like, well, the probable next step after that is an ultrasound, and they're like $500, and I'm like, yeah, I hope it's not that. Because possibly foreign body that he's trying to get out, so yes, very much hoping that it's just the food and he settles and is able to eat and not be crook and all that stuff, so yeah. That's been a thing I've been panicking about the past couple of days. God, I love the new vet though, oh my god. Like, just, oh. Those that know that story, the whole changing from the old vet to this one is so good. Okay, you need to have to bring place now, it's rolls out and get a staff table full of sleep. You're gonna end up stamped on your belly, bub. You can just lie down there and we'll just stamp an adorable little Christmas background all over your belly. So yes, so when he's been hiding under the bed since we came home, which is like half and half, like he's sulking because I took him to the vet, and also like when it's hot that's where he goes anyway, so the fact that he popped out then I was just like, oh, yes, please have some food, please have some food, please have some food. And then he had some food. The slightly tricky thing about that though, unfortunately, is that I can't hear him from here. So if he is sick in the other room, I'm not going to hear it. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. But yes, bye Bab! Thank you for coming and hanging about. Go forth, rest your brain police. Do it. Finding vets that actually get their patient properly and don't expect their means for stuff, that's only very limited. Yeah, that's it. And actually find a good medical pet. Yes. And like he explained it all to me as well, like unprompted. He was just like, okay, so I'm gonna give him this. He gave him 2 shots, one of steroids and one of I forget the name of it, but like anti-nausea basically stuff. He's like, I'm gonna give him this and this. You know, what we're hoping is that we get the inflammation down from the reaction to the food, and you know, hopefully that he vomits a bit less, and if that gets on top of things, then that's good. If not, we, you know, they could do a blood test, but if it's a foreign body, obviously that's not going to achieve anything. So the next step would be ultrasound, and because that requires someone to come in, like a specialist ultrasound person to like come in and do that. And I did say to him, do you sedate animals for ultrasounds? And he goes, oh, not typically. And because Black Cat's literally there growling at him, like arcing up and hissing and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I think you're going to have to with him. Other people taking their cats to vet that, yep. Anti-emetic. Yeah, no, I was trying to think of the name of the medicine, like it's got like brand name or whatever, but yeah, that stuff. So if it's just him reacting to the food, then that should help him, but if it's something else, like a foreign body, or there's just something else going on, then that'll give us like the clearest indication which way around it is. I think he's been fine so far. I mean, he hasn't been crook since this morning, but he also hasn't really eaten a whole lot much since this morning, so too soon to tell, really. I tell you what though. Tang Cat because they both hate going to the vet. Can't say I blame them. I don't like going to the doctor. But because Black Cat was on the bed with me this morning, that's kind of been the other like symptom. Not really, but he's been really clingy and purry, which is not like him at all. And so Black Cat was on the bed with me this morning when the alarm went off, and so I've just grabbed him and just chucked him in the cat carrier. And as soon as Tankat realised what was happening, he's done a runner. Because he's like, you're not taking me to that fucking vet? And I'm like, damn right I'm not. Stay here. But I just, went to the vet, spoke to them, and then brought back Cat straight home again. And I kid you not, Cat looked at me like, oh, you brought him back. Hopefully it's just a do not like purge of the food. Well, see, that's the thing though, like the one yesterday and one of the ones this morning didn't have any food in it. So, I mean, it still could be that, but like, it wasn't like he'd just eaten some of the food and wanted it out, like his tummy was empty, so, But yeah, could still be really. I mean, as soon as he started, with the litter trade trouble, I took him back off that food, so. Hopefully it settles. Hopefully this just kind of jump starts the settling. They purr to heal. They do. And it's been shown that it can help with people too. It's like a particular frequency or something. It's like meant to be good for... Here. Oh, that colour is cute. That colour is really cute. Oh, I like it. One prior to that was a little bit more teal-ish, teal-toned. Whereas that one's just a proper blue. Very cute. Kinda wish we could put... Oh, I know, right. So I could be a true kidder. I mean, Geek could be a true kidder. The pretzel hasn't paired yet, although there's still time to learn. I'm sure the cat inside of him is all just like, must not reveal deep dark secret. Let's not purr, it'll give it away. Tell you what though, speaking of purring, the last couple of nights, I think because it's been a bit warmer, Tankat hasn't come to bed when I've gone to bed. And there's a tiny little bit of, oh yay, I can sleep. Because I don't have a jet engine in my airball. And then the other 99.999% of me is like, oh, come back, Tankat. He's currently on the kitchen bench all curled up sleeping, and it's so cute. But I can't take your photo and share it because there's photos on the fridge, like right behind him. But take my word for it, he's adorable. Oops. Don't think I got ink on that bit. Ah, that's fine. I'll end up trimming these down later anyway. Actually gonna give him some... Do it! Do it! Pet the belly! Pet the belly! Do it! I don't know how Oz just doesn't permanently just spend his days with his face just buried in the tum fluff. Because I would. Cute. I like that colour. What's that colour called? Paradise. Paradise. I'm instantly face planting into cat tummies. Yeah. So warm, so soft, so berry, so front to face. I could never do that with Black Cat. I would end up with no face. Tan Cat, I could maybe get away with it. Actually, that's another thing that happened with Black Cat yesterday, because I was worried about how much he was hairballing, and so I gave him a brushing. He was not impressed by that turn of events. He hates being brushed. But he's... I don't know if he's like technically a long hair, but he certainly, you know, has a decent length of floof. And yeah, particularly on his tummy, which is always the tricky bit. Because the previous vet, put him on biscuits, because they're on urinary biscuits, because Black Cat is a little bit prone to urinary blockages, and so they're like, to put him on these biscuits, and that'll help. And so we put him on the biscuits, and 3 fucking years. In fact, I think it was a bit more than that ultimately, but yeah, 3 fucking years of... He licked all of the fur on his belly off. Just on his chest, on his belly, on the inside of his back legs, on the front of his front legs. He was just licking all of his fur off. It was so... oh. And it was those fucking biscuits. That whole time. And I went back to the vet, you know, again and again and again, and was just like... And they're like, oh, we can send him for an allergy test. It's like $3 grand. And I'm like, yeah, no. And then just, you know, trying him on medications and stuff. Nothing worked. And then it just so happened... And because of course these particular biscuits could only be gotten from the vet. Funny that. And there was a month that I knew that I just wasn't going to be able to afford them. And so I started researching, and I found a urinary biscuits from the supermarket, actually. Which was like way more accessible and cheaper, and like it went on special and just all of that, and had good reviews, and you know, I researched extensively and swapped him to that, and immediately he stopped licking. Immediately he stopped over grooming, and then all his fur grew back. And so I was quite happy with this turn of events because I wanted his fur to grow back. But we've kind of gone a little bit too far in the other direction now, because he just like he doesn't really groom his tummy at all, and so that was like really long. And so I tried to give it a bit of a brush, and yeah, he took my fucking hand off. So I'm like, okay, you can keep it, but I don't blame him for not wanting to do all of that again, though. It says the cats mean, do they set boundaries and people don't like it? Yes. It's funny how people are all like, yeah, power to you, you know, set boundaries and put your foot down and stand up for yourself and blah blah blah. But as soon as you do it with them, all of a sudden, oh no, not like that. So much, you know, have the self-respect to stand up for yourself and don't put up with people, you know, disrespecting you and blah blah blah. And so you turn around and it's like, cool, stop disrespecting me. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Super quick question that may or may not be a good thing in the universe. Let's go. Let's drop everything and go have a look. Da 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 da. Oops. I see snow pretzel. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love it, but you know, I worries. I feel like I can't answer the question without potentially giving the question away. Too big, too much, too quick. I know, slow down, oh god. Twice in one day, oh my. If you feel up to it, salmon, if you have the spoons, then absolutely go. For funsies. As much as Snow Pretzel thinks otherwise. Oh yeah, talk dirty to people. Exactly. Nerdwin understands. You can get grr. There was one at some stage but missed it. Yes, it's out of stock. It's not user. No, it's absolutely not user error. It's fully the keyboard. No, I tend to have people kill up with Caesar me or call me at 3 AM to shut their brains up. Kinda glad I don't have that problem, because I deal with insomnia enough as it is. The cats wake me up enough for all of you. But yeah, I think the one I had, because I went through the wish list, because some of the stuff on there, like, it would be nice, but like I don't need it. And so I went through all of the links, because Throne's like done updates and stuff, and I think now they work it out properly for the pricing. You can like connect to it like on their back end. I think it connects to Amazon or something like that, whereas before it didn't. And so all the prices were all the old prices when everything was like supply chain issues and blah blah blah. And so I went through and I like took a bunch of stuff off, and like a lot of it was like out of stock or the price had changed massively or whatever, and I'm just like, yeah. But yes, there was a big stamping platform on there, but it's the listing came up as out of stock. Oh, and speaking of that, they finally allow you to put a quantity. So you don't have to, like, if you want multiple of a thing, you don't have to, like, add it as a listing, and then add it as a listing, and then add it as a listing, and add it as a, you can just specify, I want 5. Or whatever. So you can actually add multiples now, which is good, so, hey. Usually up anyways, get just putting the bit. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. which is silly. Well, it's not silly, but like it's just like the past. Wait, was Sunday the day? No, wait, I did stream on Sunday. Wasn't that the day that I was really super tired? I think it might have been actually. I think I did end up streaming, but I was really, really tired. I was gonna end early and then I didn't. But like I know that my sleep has been fucked. And the last couple of days I've been so tired during the day. And I'm just like, I can't understand why I'm so tired. No shit, Sherlock. Like, fucking... Because you haven't been sleeping, dickhead. I don't think my brain quite registers sometimes just how little sleep I'm getting and that it's not enough for me. I know that there are people that can survive on nothing, but I'm not one of them, so... Kevin, is this too much about time, but yes. And how we can maximize it. And not usually for our own benefit. I mean, technically our own benefit in terms of, like, to work harder, make more money, but, like, I'm not convinced that that's a benefit. Overall. Whoop. Whoops. What I might have to do after I'm finished doing this is get my little... I've got a little... I think it's a nail brush. I think it's meant to be like a... those little ones that like for cleaning like under your nails. I think that's what it started life as. But I've kind of repurposed it as a crafting cleaner thing. I'll have to get in it because all the little tiny details, particularly down the two sides where I'm not... You sort of look there, we've got this like whole bit where I'm inking it, but it's not actually getting stamped onto here. And it's getting all like inky goop in all the little detail. I'm gonna have to get my little scrubby brush and get into there laters. 5 colours to go. Ooh. Progress. Progress, kind of. Progress at refilling my social spoons. I'm getting prepared for next Christmas. 2023 is coming. Oh my god, 2023 is coming. What? Really? Maybe we'll end up stamping over that bit. If we only got a fair chunk of the money we make, they can't even have more reason to be fair. Yes, exactly right. The fact that that productivity on like on an individual level, I mean obviously productivity overall is like skyrocketed, but like on an individual level we're so much more productive than we were 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, and yet wages have not kept up in a fair way. And I know that there's the whole argument like, well, you can't get back all the value that you put in because, like, the shareholders have to make money. No, they don't. If everybody had enough money to live, we wouldn't need shareholders. Just get a little bit of... what's that? I think a little bit of ink pad came off on my stamp then. Oops. It's fine. Still working on accepting 2020 as I know, right? The past, I guess 3 years now, so like 2020, 2021, 2022. Time has felt incredibly distorted. And I still don't fully comprehend why. Like I do, but I don't. Like it just... I'm a social procrastinator, yes. Not doing what I should because I'd rather just play a bunch of stuff on your end most of the time. I'm trying to get better at it though. Understand the feels. Should I remember that 2021 was its year and not just a couple of weeks? I know! Like, it's still, like, literally it's, I mean, here it's 3:45 PM on the 30th of November. So, like, we're at the end of November. It's basically December, right? It's December of 2022? That doesn't make sense! Last year was 2020. What happened? I know time is a construct and all that other shit, but like, just... What? Also, what the fuck was that noise, Quirky? That's the noise I make at Tankat when he's chirping. And thankfully me making that noise did not wake him up, so... I'm surprised he hasn't fucked off to the other room because I've got the fan on. We're so aware of all the crap going on in the world, needs to be balanced out anyway. Hope for creative decision. It really does. There is so much doom and gloom. Because that's all we ever hear about. That's what gets the clicks, you know, in the media. People want to know about the things that make them angry. Which is just not... it's not good. It's not good as a whole, and it's not good as individuals. The drill, yes. Oh, Cracky's happy noise takes more notes. Like I said, that's the noise that's when talking to Tankat. That's because he makes the chirpy noises, which I've discovered has a name. I yet again found yet another cat subreddit. It's called activation sound. And I'm like, oh my god, that's what Tankat does, because he's asleep on the kitchen bench right now. If I was to get up and like walk near him or walk past him, he would wake up and chirp. And now I know that it's an activation sound. But yes, he chirps. And sometimes he just gets a bit much. He just doesn't stop chirping, and it's like, dude, shut up. And so I chirp back at him. And it just like stops him in his tracks. He's like, Tankcat.exe has stopped responding. Just kind of resets his pattern, I guess. Ah! Cats are computers, got it! It's us! With the resubbage. Oh, what do you know? It's been 17 minutes, shady times. Aww! Thanks, odds. Appreciate your face, please. That's not, wait a second. 30 months. That's not, oh yeah. I was doing maths and I was doing it wrong. Cause I was just thinking, isn't it 3? Am I up to 3? No, I'm up to, yeah, no, I started this pre-COVID, didn't I? That's what it is. We've got like BC up to 0, and then like AD 0 to the end of 2019, and then it's gone from what does it stand for? Anno Domini? Oh, whatever that thing. We've got, and now it's like pre-COVID, post-COVID. That's how we count time now. It's not 2020 and 2021, 20. It's pre-COVID, post-COVID. I think I did start this in 2019, didn't I? It's been 3 years. Yeah, it must be, because I was a subbed for 2.5 years. Fuck. That's nuts. I mean, I can't believe that Geek's been going for 5.5, let alone Kate going for 3. What? I'd say where did that time go, but we've literally just been talking about it. Disappeared in the blink of a fucking eye. BT, before times, yes. When everything was normal. If there was to ever be a silver lining, and there really isn't a silver lining, but if there was ever to be a silver lining, at least we're not going to go back to normal. Hopefully. In the before time, it's people watching the walls over them because of plague, yes. Although it does give the whole phrase avoiding like the plague a whole new meaning, doesn't it? Because some people sure as fuck didn't. I don't know where everybody else is at in the world with all that stuff. Here, it's like where I live currently, there's no like broad mask mandates. You do have to wear one if you go to the doctor or like any kind of like medical like hospital, or if you're going to like a specialist. If you're going to be in a waiting room with other sick people, basically. That's the only like requirement, I think, at this point. But some people still choose to wear masks, and that's totally fine, good for them. The thing that I don't get is the fact that we don't currently have mask mandates. There are people who are choosing to wear masks and are wearing them wrong. Why? If you're not going to bother putting it over your fucking nose, you might as well not fucking bother. He stands for to be 12, that's how I read that. Yeah, but if we could stop going that far away from normal, that'd be great. I mean, it depends. It depends. There are some things that should absolutely never go back to normal. Like the whole... I was talking about this with somebody the other day. The whole thing of... that whole mentality that people would have that they would go to work sick. And that wasn't... And I'm not talking about now, I'm talking about before. I'm talking about the before times. And how that was considered like a noble thing. That somehow, like, if you were sick and you went to work, then like that was like you were just powering through it, and you were a big tough person, and it's good on you for pushing through and stuff like that. So I hope that mentality fucks off and stays fucked off. Doesn't seem to be the case. It does seem to be heading back in the other direction, but if there was something that wasn't going to return to normal, I'd really like to think it'd be that. I'm asking how this is, I didn't need to smile. Oh, yes! And then a town that's getting cruise ships. Ah, shit. I wear a mask when I see one of those in, I try and wear it all the time in town. Yeah. We're the same, like I'm not far away enough from our like major port to feel safe when the fucking cruise ships arrive. With them, that's what I mean. Yes. Masks are energy savers. That's what it is. I think I said that. I hated those people because they just end up getting everyone else's fans. That's it. That was it. Oh, that's right. We were talking about it in voice, weren't we? Yes. I remember now. Because we were talking about people going into work sick. That's right. That result from pushing through and working. I see exactly. It's not fucking noble to go into work while you're sick and get all the rest of the office crook. Fuck off. That goes back to that capitalism, maximizing everything, thinking about time, all that kind of shit. That's what that is. It's fucking corporate brainwashing to think that going to work sick is a good idea. I'm such a good employee. I'm powering through even though I'm sick. Fuck off! Go home. Rest. Be not sick when you come back. Just makes more sick and makes it everywhere. Exactly! We had, not my last job, but the one before, because it was like a big enough... Because my last job, there was only like 6 of us. Yeah, 6 of us and a casual. Well, no, really. 5 of us and 2 casuals, but whatever. Anyway, it was a small team, so that was fine. And, like, if we were sick, it was like, no, stay home and rest, please. But the previous place, it was the kind of place where it was heavily encouraged that, you know, oh, you've got the sniffles? Well, come in anyway. And it would cycle. We had the... Wait, did I just do the same colour again? Oh no. It's slightly different. They're not that different, though. You know, different one. Yeah, like there was enough staff that it would just cycle. It would go through the entire store and then go back to the person who brought it in and go again. That's not fucking noble. That's stupid. And I fully realize. Okay, like disclaimer for all of this. I fully realize that there are people who are, like, say, casuals, for example, who don't have sick leave. I'm aware that there are, like, just jobs in general that don't have sick leave. Not so much here, because we've got, like, protections and shit, but, like, you know, I know that there's a lot of jobs that's a privilege, that having time off is a privilege. I'm not getting into, like, the moral argument of, you know, working while sick or surviving. But I am talking about more the people that do have available sick leave and don't use it. So, just to clarify that. I fully realise that there's people out there that, like, are so desperate to provide for themselves, their families, whatever, that, you know, it's not an option. Obviously that's a different kettle of fish, and that's not what I'm getting at, but yeah. Let me negative view people exit their schemas around those are just yeah. Chronic illness exclusive close to it makes that, yeah, exactly. There's always going to be the groups of just like, yeah, don't have the choice. At that point it's a failure of the system, not of the person. Although that can be said of fucking nearly everything. Very much a blame the game, not the player. But blaming the player has become so fucking normalized, it's bullshit. If someone is failing, it must be their fault, and not possibly the system that they're trying to succeed in. Fuck that noise. Got 3 colours to go. Squee. I mean, I don't have to do the other 3 colours, but I'm kind of liking having all different colours for this. Don't get me wrong, I'm very much like Christmas colours. I'm very much a green and silver kind of a kidder, but it's really nice having other colours. Christmas does not need to be red and green, silver and gold. You can do other shit. Let's say equals a reason to ignore the system and discuss to go. Yeah, exactly right. The people who make the rules for the game are very invested in making us blame the players, because then they're not blaming the game. Whoops. There we go, 4 of those. We've got 3 to go, and they're all shades of pink. Well, kind of. 2 of them are similar-ish, but that's fine. Might need to spritz that again, because that purple was quite dark, and I'm about to put a lighter colour on it. Spritzy spritz. I'm so glad that I got that mist bottle. Like, you can just get like regular spray bottles from the hardware store from like $2 or whatever. But I got this one on Amazon. It's this one. And it does a really ultra fine mist. That's really good for getting into all the little bits and pieces. And is quite pleasant to spray on yourself when it's too fucking hot, so dual purpose. Pinkiest. There we go. Well, see, because the thing, like, these are the 3, right? And these 2 here look kind of similar-ish from the outside, and then that one looks quite a lot redder. But they are all shades of pink, and like oddly, this one is called Purple Delight. So whatever. Yeah, so I can yes. I'm so not looking forward to it. I just... The only form of cooling I have here is a ceiling fan, and when the air is 40 degrees, it moving around doesn't really make you feel all that much better. The owner, the landlord, owner dude, was here. Well, it was pre-COVID, so in the before times. And we were like chatting about stuff, and he's like, "Oh, if there's anything I can do to, you know, improve the property," and I'm like, "Yes, cooling, aircon." Because he did, and then he's like, "Oh, I had thought about doing that, you know, before you moved in," and I'm thinking, like, I'd been living here 8 years, I think, at this point. And it's like, yeah, that would have been really fucking nice. And he's like, oh, I was going to put it on that wall and have it running that way so that it could like cool like this and blah blah blah. And he goes, oh, I'll see what I can do. And then, yeah, couple of months later, he's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to come and install a ceiling fan for you." And I'm thinking, fine. Which kind of ended up becoming a bit of a pseudo inspection because he's a Sparky, so he did it himself. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm here." I found out the other day, I was looking at Reddit, because there's a subreddit for Perth, which kind of becomes pseudo subreddit for the state, really, but whatever. And somebody mentioned about taking landlords to tribunal, to the renters' tribunal, for, you know, breaches of contract and stuff. And that is something that I'm going to look into. Not for the aircon, obviously. That's not a. See, that's bullshit. I reckon in a place like Australia, the rentals should have aircon just like as law. It's small reverse cycle goes for like $500. You can, you know, you can have your tenants not die. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of shit that he hasn't fixed. And again, before times. This is not just the past couple of years. This has been like 5 years now that he's not been fixing things properly. And so I need to like go through and find all of the evidence that I have and emails and all that shit, and maybe think about doing that. What scares me about it is the fact that, you know, he will probably end up kicking me out, and I need somewhere to live, so they can't kick you out during the process, but nothing to stop you kicking them out after. Although I was reading about it, and apparently he's required to give me 60 days notice, so there would be that, but still. Scary. Heat is required, wasn't cooling. Heat's not required either. Not here. Maybe for you guys, but I feel like in Canada, though, that'd make sense. Like, you've got the opposite problem. It gets too fucking cold. One of the last places I was in had AC, but didn't really help as such as the placement would fail during the time. Fuck. So that's the other thing too. They need to maintain the things. Can't just install it and call it done. You gotta, and then like install it and then getting it serviced should be the. It should get serviced like every year, like pre-summer. I don't know, November or something, like October, November. Should get serviced. Not by the landlord, but like the landlord should have to organise it and pay for it and stuff. That should just be a thing. I don't know about other states, but I know here they're looking at potentially changing some of the rental laws, the tenancy laws, because, oh my god, they've realised that renting is no longer a stepping stone onto home ownership. That there are now going to be people who are going to rent their entire lives, and oh, we better catch up on some renters' rights. Yeah, no shit. And so potentially, rentals might be allowed to have pets, just like by default. You might be able to paint things. You might be able to undertake minor repairs without having to like get people involved and stuff, or minor what do they call it? Yeah, like, or like kind of organising your own repairs, I guess. Sort of. Yeah, there was more to that, but anyway. Yes. Climate change. We're getting heat dames and breaking. See, exactly. Every summer is the hottest on record. This is the problem. We shouldn't be having unprecedented, like, weather events every fucking year. Was it last year or earlier this year? I can't remember. There was a place over east that experienced a once in 100 year flood, and then like 6 weeks later experienced a second one. Oops. Get out of the way. Nope. There we go. Got it. Anything in it was in kitchen downstairs. But oh, what? Why was it in the kitchen? I think it was something like 50 C. The fire went through it so fast because it was so very, it's framed to burn, hot and dry. So, oh, fuck. That's fucking terrifying. And it's only going to get worse. It's just going to keep getting fucking worse. Hey Travis! How doin's? I'm going to have a beverage really quick. My beverage is complete. Checking out a link and like the response again. Oh, what was it? What was the what? Wow, that was good words, Quirky. Well done. Fucking hell. Now, I'm not usually a pink sort of a kidder, but I'm looking at this and thinking, oh, this is going to be adorable. Why shouldn't pink be a Christmas colour? Oh, that's cute! Oh. I think that's... I haven't heard that version of the song though. Dreaming of a pink Christmas. I don't think that's how that works. Wait, pink. Wait. Brown noise. Yes. I forget how did I come across it? It was on Reddit. I think it was on the productivity subreddit actually. Somebody was asking about how they can stay focused on the thing that they're doing, and somebody said brown noise, and I'm like, brown noise? That's like, it's like white noise, but only the low tones. So think like a plane engine just kind of in the background. And I was like, And so I googled, and I found an 8-hour-long video of brown noise, and I'm like, this is very nice for my brain place. I like this. This is comfy. I didn't know it was it. And there's pink noise. I didn't know that they were the colours. You can have white noise, brown noise, pink noise. Slightly drained, maybe something in scene. Tasty noms. I hope it's going to be less of a monstrosity than last night's dinner was. Because, like, I'm sure it was yummy and stuff, but still, it's monstrosity. is 4:15. Say ambient, so do that. Can't stay home without the radio, TV going in the back. Yes. So it's white noise. Yeah, white noise is all of them. Pink is adjusted for humidity, so less shrill. Brown is adjusted again to have less high. Yes. So yeah, so like radio in the background, TV, like white noise. If you think of it like TV static is white noise, because it's got like all of the frequencies. So brown noise is generally the deeper tones. So yeah, like I said, think of it like a like you're on a plane and you're listening to the engine rumbling. It's that like sort of low, not like throbby. It's not that bassy, but it's just the lower frequencies rather than being all of them, which I found surprisingly soothing actually. Silences drive me nuts. Yes, I am with you there. Not helped by the fact that I've got, I don't know if it's tinnitus or tinnitus, I don't care, that one, the ear ringing. It's in my left ear. And so if it's silent, I feel that, like, I don't know, as far as I know, I've never had it in both ears, I only have it in the left one, but I feel like, and I'm sure that people who have it in both, I'm sure it drives them crazy, but I just sort of feel like when I have silence, I notice that it's only in one ear. At least if you had it in both, it's there, like it's there all the time, and it's less, I don't know if it's less noticeable, I don't want to assume, but yeah. I'm not a fan of pure silence because of that. Because of my earball being slightly wonky. Have fans on my face to colour noise of everything, house, neighbours, etc. Yeah. Or like a giant waterfall, yes. Kinda rumbly, I guess. Fan is good white noise for me. Yes. That's a pretty, I think that's a pretty common one. Just to have a fan running. Because it's got a rhythm, kind of. It's a regular noise. Whereas something like a thunderstorm, like I love a thunderstorm, and I've used thunderstorm, like raining noises, thunderstorm noises, as background noise, but it tends to be less regular. Because obviously, you know, nature. But a fan tends to be more of a constant noise, so it's easier for your brain to tune it out. You said around noise, but now around noise is better done in the bathroom. I have a filter on my fan, so it's also de-dusting the air to... Ooh! Interesting. Is it just like... I'm assuming you mean like a pedestal fan, like one on a stand. If silence and I to fix myself to a chair without playing game, watching YouTube, Twitch, I reckon I'd watch my case just Tourette's. Just going for me the naturally silent type. I feel like that makes sense though. It's almost as if your brain's concentrating a little bit too hard. I don't know what the actual like brain science behind all that is, so I could totally be talking out of my non-existent butt. But I do feel like that makes sense. On a level. It's a box fan. Ah, fair enough, yeah. 3 square matches the filter well, negative pressure keeps it on the back, so I don't need to say it. Oh, shiny! That's handy. Trying to picture how you filter it. Yes! That's why I clarified, because I was like, wait a second. Because I also have a ceiling. I have a ceiling fan in the other room, in the bedroom. And then I do have a fan out here. It's one of those bladeless ones. So it's just like a circle thing on a stand, because the bladed ones, like just a regular pedestal or a box fan or whatever, if I put one of them on, Tancat goes apeshit. I don't know, I'm guessing there's some kind of like frequency thing that just affects him or whatever. Black Cat doesn't give a shit. But Tancat, he hates it. He goes absolutely bonkers. And yeah, I had a pedestal fan for about half a day, and I'm like, yeah, no, not subjecting him to that. But the bladeless one, that's alright. I don't know what I don't know. I'm guessing just different frequency. Like I said, I think it was a frequency thing, but and I have it pointed at me, but it's like 5 meters over there. So I'm hoping it's not coming through the microphone. But yeah, I can't really put a filter on one of them either, so I'm like, wait a minute. I was looking at getting, actually last summer I was looking at getting, because Kmart had a tower fan. And I'd really like a tower fan because I've got this little spot over next to Tankat's armchair, like over there, that I could like, the power point is kind of nearby and I could have it directly pointing at me, but it's like far enough away that the noise shouldn't affect, but close enough that it would actually feel it and all that kind of stuff, and I thought that was going to be really good. And I was going to get one last year, but they sold out before I got the chance to buy one. They came back into stock, it's on the Kmart website, like a couple of weeks ago, and there was one review, and it was a 1-star review, and they said way too loud, and I was like, yeah, okay, not buying that anymore. Never mind. He'll still burnt out, but haven't replaced it, so has the... So, does he really? Oh, that's adorable. Does he like it though? Does he stay under it? I'm just picturing his floof just kind of majestically in the breeze, just kind of like grass in a field. This pink, it doesn't look all that much different from the previous one. It's a little bit redder. It's not fully a red, but a little bit more of that tone compared to the previous one. Nice though. I do wish there was another red in this range. Like, I have most of the colours. I think I'm just missing like... I don't have any of the browns. I think I'm missing one of the greys. And because they've got like 2 sets, they've got like the regular sets and then the shades, which is all the darker ones. I don't think I have... I think I've got a bit of a mix of both actually. But yeah, they only have the one shade of red, which really sucks because the shade of red they have, it's fine, but it's quite orange. It's quite a tomato-y sort of a red. Whereas I'd really love to have like a blood red, like a deep red with a little bit of a blue tone. Now this just certainly doesn't pass for a red, but it's the next closest thing to having a red. Trying to make out where this coffee is coming from. That wasn't me. I may have forgot about Raft. Oh shit! Drink water, Uz! Oh my god. There's quite the range of reds that should be chosen from, but that's a bit disappointing. Yeah. There's a new... Ooh. In one of the other ranges of ink that I have 3 ranges of ink pads. I've got these ones, which is the Versifying Clairs. These are pigment inks, excellent for stamping. They come out super clean and crisp and stuff. And then I've got a dye ink, which if I could go back in time and like, you know, maybe I wouldn't have bought it. It is good to have it. There are techniques that need a dye ink to work. I don't know that I would have gotten that one though, so It's fine. It's not bad, but yeah. So I have those, and then like the first range that I started getting originally was the Distress Oxides, which is a hybrid dye and pigment, and they're pretty good general purpose. Their main strength is ink blending. They look really good all mixed together and stuff. You can stamp with them, but these stamp better. There's a new in that one, in the Distress Oxides, there's a new shade of red. It's called what's it called? I can't think what the colour's called now. Shit. Not coming to me. Never mind. Yeah, so there's a new shade of red, and it's quite a cool toned red. Like, it's not purpley, but like, because you've got reds that can lean orange, and then you've got reds that can lean kind of pinky purple, and this is definitely on that side of things. So it hasn't got that tomato-y tone, and I'd really like it, because I think I have two shades of red in that range, and yeah, one of them is the deep red, and then the other one is the kind of main red. Well, not main red, there's a couple of different in that range, but yeah, and it's also quite tomatoey, so it's kind of like, ooh. I don't need it. But I want it. Dragon is a nice red, so sanguine, yes. Sanguine, there we go. He's alive, by the way. I can see his little avatar above mine on my follow list there. Let me hang on. I can only see it. I've got the thing narrowed, so I can only see the avatar. There we go. Sort options. Sort option. Hey, Twitch. Hang on. Okay, so on the computer, I have an old MacBook that I use as the thing to see chat and the stream and stuff, and apparently my follow I'm logged in on Geek, and it's defaulted as recommended for you. First is San, seconds creates. Wow. Let's see how it is. Oh, that's funny. Kirky's brain librarian looking at like it's in the headlights. You want which book? It's around here somewhere. I'm sure I saw it 17 weeks ago. Wow, Twitch, rude. How dare, I mean, Salmon's awesome though, so. Why would you recommend Creates? She's terrible. Oh, that's so funny. Take that tape off of there, because I can't be bothered cleaning it any further than that. I'll leave that in there for the minute. Oh, look at that. That's satisfying. I know that's really a weird thing to be said. Look at that. That red's at the wrong end. Hang on. It's in the wrong order. Wait. Red should be over there. There we go. It's almost like a rainbow, sort of. Not really. That is weirdly satisfying to my brain. Anyway, it's fine. I just want to call him by his new name. He's gonna be so confused. Nice, like machine. It's so, oh man, when you cut the paper, the cardstock, so that it's all like matching, that's nice. And then when you've done your stamping and it's all like consistent, it's very nice. And then I don't know if the colors are coming through for you guys. I know they're a bit shit at that, but it goes from red to green. which is kind of fun. Let's see if I can... I'm not very good at, like, doing the fanning thing. I can't do the fan. There's too many. I can't do it. That'll do. Not even a very good fan, but it's there. It's there. Nope. I'm gonna try again. It's the bit at the front I keep slipping on. Hang on. There we go. That's as good as that's gonna get. Yes. That's quite nice. But yeah, because I kept putting the thing on the tape, putting the paper in the tape, they all stamped in more or less the same spot, which is also quite satisfying for the brain pan. Oh, I see that. Yes, I've seen that before. Yes. What is that? Oh, I'm being sent links. How exciting. It's a wavy rainbow like Bruce. Ah. It is. But yes, I ended up with... I've forgotten how many I did now. 1, 2, 3... Wait, no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, it was 11. I counted it at the start, didn't I? Ah, dickhead. Yes. Now I have to trim these down. Because even though I just cut the paper into quarters, but it's actually too big for what I need it for, so I need to trim. Plus, sometimes when you stamp, the edges of the paper can end up a little bit, like you can sort of see down there, I've missed a couple of bits, and yes, so I need to go through and trim these, but I don't feel like doing that right now, so, shkaboop. Let's go raid salmon. Because obviously. That was always a given. Tree thing does come across as a tree. Wait, doesn't come out. Wait, what? What tree? Looks more like a double crossbow. Wait, what tree? What's happening? I don't know. It's fine. On the cards. Oh, on the actual stamp you mean? Oh, yes. I see a black cat. It's come out from under the bed. Hello, mate. I was cracking more scratches! Yay! In between the princes. Yes, yes. I see, I see. We're gonna do a raid. Oops. We're gonna do a raid. We're gonna raid salmon. We're gonna scritch the black cat because he deserves all of the scritches. Thank you for the creates, your wagmas. Thanks for sharing your time with us. My social media is happy. Aww. That makes me feel so good. Mine is too. I'm so lucky that I get to hang out with cool peeps. Slash raid, here we go. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging about. I shall most likely, hopefully, planning to see you guys tomorrow over on Geek. More Minecrafting stuff. Hopefully I'll get enough sleep this time and not accidentally sleep in. But yes, be good. If you can't be good, be crafty. And yes, I'm hoping to be back here on Friday, my Friday. What's the weather going to be? 27. Lovely. So yeah. Thank you for coming and hanging about. Bye!